Hey guys, and welcome back to the Hobby Dude 007 channel. Yesterday, shortly after it posted, I saw a video from Lucas C in which he was giving a pat on the back to Round 2 for their support of a Make It Take It event at the Good Guys Auto Show in Columbus, Ohio. Well, first of all, I want to echo everything he said about that, but since I watched the video, I've been thinking about shows and the Make It Take It's, the youth, as well as a few other fun things that it brought back to mind. So I want to share those with you. So let's talk about it. First of all, guys, go over and check out Luca's video from yesterday. It is really good. He brings up some good points, and I'm going to touch on a couple of those too, kind of echo those. But once again, I do want to say thank you. Kudos, guys, and that pat on the back to Round 2 for your support in these Make It Take It's. It's an important part of our hobby that many of us sometimes don't think about it, and there's times that I'm so engulfed in something I don't think about it either. But it's really an important part of the hobby because it's the future of the hobby. To get these young minds, as I like to call them, young hot rodders. Anytime I'm at an event and I'm not covered up with something else, I always try to go talk to the young people that are doing the Make It Take It. Whether it's little boys, little girls, it doesn't matter. They usually have a parent or one of the club people there helping them out. But I think it's really great that they do that. I try to go over and, hey man, so you a hot rodder too? And get them to smile, and then hey, that makes us brothers of the hot rod, man, and just have some fun with it. I did that not long ago in Walmart when I was looking at a stand, ended up fist bumping the kid before he left. So have some fun with them, encourage them. That's very important because they're going to be doing the content creating one day. So we need to boost them up and pump them up. And there's so many other forms of modeling besides automotive. Now, I'm a car modeler. But I've shared with you before, to break the monotony every now and then, I like to do an airliner of all the crazy things. It's a simple, quick build, and I try to go online to, I think it's airlinemodeler.com, and there are so many liveries of the craziest, legitimate, real airplane paint schemes that you can think of. And I like to come up with some of those crazy ones too. But in the Make It Take It's, I know this was one that Revell used to do, is this F-14 Tomcat. Cool, huh? Snapped together. So with the IPMS clubs as well as the car clubs, if you got kids that come and they've got varying interests, get a couple different ones. One of the IPMS clubs not long ago had cars. Well, I say not long ago, it was probably about 3 years ago now. As I get older, time flies so quick. It seemed like a short time ago, but the kids could pick between a car and an airplane, and the airplane happened to be a bat plane, and the bat plane had the stickers that come with it, and they had 6 or 8 left over, and I asked, can I have one of those? I love Batman stuff, but it's just a bagged kit, but you're going to build it anyway, and so fun stuff, and eventually I actually will build this thing. But getting them involved is important, not only for the hobby, but think about what it has done for us, the fun that we have, what you learn just by building. There's some skills required there too, coordination, and it can build those things. But it's great. And Luca brought up a good point. There was a show that I think he had something to do with putting it on, where they got some sections of Hot Wheels track. They got the blister packs of Hot Wheels. The kids got to pick out their car, break it out of the pack, and then they got to match race them and elimination racing down to the end. And then they got trophies and all that stuff. And then if you didn't win, you got to keep the car. So I think about that. It gets them involved. It gets them to want to go back to shows. Gets them to see things. And also, anytime you're at a show in the junior category, go out of your way to find those winning juniors. I go to every one of them, and when a junior wins, I take their picture, as you see these pictures here. And the smiles on their face, The joy of just participating, and when you win, hey, that's a bonus. But you just have a great time. And I'm a little in part of, here's the Mustang that Zoe, my granddaughter, and I built 2 years ago, and wow, we had so much fun with this. Still at her house, and she still plays with it. I'll find it out on the floor with her stuff every now and then when I'm over there too. And she's got her Jeep and her Camaro, the other stuff that we built together too. And I've got her another little surprise we're going to be doing. But these make it take it's these things that get the kids, as I like to call them, my young hot rod brothers. But get them to smile, get them involved. But you know, I also want to share with you some other things from contests and shows for the adults that, you know, we want to promote the hobby by promoting the young people. Absolutely. But I have been to shows in the past, and I've seen and read about other things that happen that get the wives involved. Fun things that the guys do. I know the Road Nights in Charlotte, North Carolina, great club. They used to do shows in the parking lot in conjunction with car shows at Carowinds, which is like Six Flags or King's Dominion or amusement parks. And they would have all kinds of fun events for the adults as well. One of which was you broke into two-man teams and everybody got the same kit, one hobby knife, one tube of glue, and you had to, when the time clock started, you had to tear open the box. One guy was cleaning the stuff off the sprue and getting it to you. One guy was putting it together. So at the end, whoever finished first, that was a win for them. But you also had the models judged for cleanliness, for all of the stuff, the basic skills of modeling. So you wanted to do it quick, but you wanted to do it clean. I also saw one where a couple of guys and their wives were sitting across the table from each other, and the husbands had to keep their hands on their thighs, and they could not point at anything or do anything. They just had to, no instructions, direct their wives what to do in building a snap together. And you know, it was so fun, and it was so funny, and they were having fun doing it too. But there are so many, when you think about it, there's oddities that you can do that can have fun. There was one, I think it was in one of the old car I don't think it was Scale Auto, but it was one of the older car magazines. And at the end of the day, the cars that the guys put together as a team, they had to put those on the ground. The wives could go up on a ladder with a mallet and drop the mallet on the car. And the wife who got the parts to fly the furthest got an award. I think it was a gift certificate to Go Eat or something like that. But it was fun. It was all kinds of things like that. And you know what? That's something maybe we ought to think about in our shows too, to get the wives involved too. And these fun little events like that. And you know, you don't have to have a model contest to have that done. That could be something, just a model fun event or something. Who knows? But I wanted to echo my thoughts on this thing with round two. And again, thank you, round two. And if you're putting on a show and you don't know anything about Make It Take It's, contact round two, contact Revell. I don't know if Revell still does it, but the only way to find out is to ask. Whether it's, no matter who the manufacturer it is, just ask. And I think in support of the hobby, because this is their future too, guys. So let's support them by all means for supporting us. But have a Make It Take It at your next show if you haven't been doing it. Get one of two of the guys to, if I'm there, I don't mind going over and sitting down with the kids and having some fun too. Have fun together with your little brother hot rodders. There you go. Guys, thanks for watching and letting me, I don't want to say vent, but ramble there for a minute. But it is all about fun, guys. Fun, fun, fun. Hey, I love you. God loves you. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.